Introduction. This book was written to introduce students of astrology to the theory and practice of psychological astrology. As part of my work, I have met many spiritually minded people on a modern mystical quest to find themselves. Finding the key to this depth of knowledge is one of their challenges. Fortunately, there are several keys, and one of them is astrology. As a psychotherapist and astrologer, my goal has always been to guide astrology students to an understanding of themselves. To achieve this, you first need to understand your own astrology chart, its signs, houses and planets. There are no ifs or buts about it. Without a solid understanding of the basics of astrology, you will never become an astrologer. Secondly, you need to know how to apply this knowledge in your readings for others. My Psychological Astrology series aims to provide you with the keys to this knowledge and show you how to apply it. I understand that the majority of readers are quite conversant with the basics of astrology, and that many of you are experienced astrologers, so please don't think that you need to read this book starting from page 1. This book is designed so that you can jump about from chapter to chapter to get a good mix of astrology and psychology according to your interests and level of experience. In this book, you will learn how to recognize the essential features and characteristics of the planets, signs and houses as used by a psychologically trained astrologer. These are the keys that open this treasure chest of knowledge. I didn't want to write another astrology book for beginners. There are many great books already out there, so I've kept the astrology basics short and focused. The majority of this book is devoted to showing how psychology can be used in conjunction with astrology. I wanted this book to be juicy enough to sink your teeth into, but not overloaded with psychology terms and disorders to overwhelm you. I've made sure to include topics that will excite your interest so that you are hungry to put some of it into your own practice. It includes a discussion of synastry charts and inherited family traits, what aspects trigger people to seek counselling, how you might apply psychotherapy in your astrology practice, locating the astrological significators for conflict and complexes, ADD and ADHD, astrological significators for teenage depression and suicidal thoughts, psychological disorders as a spectrum of neurological symptoms, planetary aspects and shapes, the power of the elements and modes, clues to your spiritual path in your astrology chart, the powerful Saturn cycle, the amazing air-fire phenomenon, using Jungian archetype meditations to support your personal mystic quest. I've made sure to include example charts to demonstrate each feature I discuss in the book. As would be expected in a book of this nature, student names and identifying details have been changed. I believe that it is important for therapists to know themselves. Astrologers have a distinct advantage because the signposts and companions to their mystic's quest are provided in their chart. As I always encourage my students to meditate on their archetypes, I've included several encounters from my own meditations to help illustrate this. My style of psychotherapy incorporates active imagination, clinical hypnotherapy, archetypal guided meditations, and deep psychotherapy using an inner child approach. My word of advice to you is to find your niche and become good at it. Master your particular style of astrology or psychotherapy first. When you are ready for the next stage of your journey, a teacher will appear to walk you into the next stage of your mystic's quest.